Hi all. So in the last video we saw about the detailed processing, how the cashew is being done. So in this PPT let us see something about the cashew products and how it is being given a value addition for it. So cashew product, there are three main cashew products are traded on the international markets. That so as we know already know that it is mainly it focuses on the export purpose. So like it is being traded as the raw nuts, cashew nuts and cashew nut shell liquid. So these are the main three categories of products how the cashew is being processed. And the fourth product is nothing but the cashew apple, that is generally processed and it is consumed even in the local market also. And like the raw cashew nut is the main commercial product of the cashew tree, and though the yield of the cashew apple are 8 to 10 times the weight of the raw nuts. So these raw nuts are either exported or processed prior to the export. So before exporting, these are processed and they are exported in the particular way. And processing of these raw nuts will release a byproduct called as the cashew nut shell liquid that has more industrial and medicinal applications. So the skin of the nut is high in tannins and can be recovered and used in the tanning of hides. So during, as we already seen, during the process itself we are categorizing as three major main products of cashew. So during the the low, by processing itself we can obtain another two types of products from the cashew, such as the cashew apple and the cashew nut shell liquid. So mainly, as we have seen, the liquid plays a major role in the medicinal applications only. Okay, so coming to the cashew nut shell liquid, so that we are obtaining during the processing operation. So cashew nut will allow for the development of an important byproduct, that is a CNSL, which has a more increase in the added value. So the liquid that is present inside the shell, we call it as the cashew nut shell liquid. It has nearly 15% of the gross weight, and it has come attractive possible medicinal and the industrial uses in many cases. So this liquid is one of the few natural resin that is highly heat resistant and used in braking systems and also in the manufacturing of paints. So it is like we call this liquid as also resin, and it contains a compound known as the anacardium. So we all know as the scientific name of cashew is anacardium. So this liquid has a compound that we call it as the anacardium, that is used to treat the skin related disorders, that is the dermatological disorders. So the main markets for the cashew nut shell liquid are the United States, European Union, mainly the United Kingdom, UK, Japan and the Republic of Korea. These places they actually make use of this cashew nut shell liquid in a larger scales. Together these account for over 90% of the world trade, most of which is supplied by India and Brazil. So when we look into this CNSL, we can see overall, when we take the status of the overall trading, 90% of the trade in the world is done by the country India and the Brazil only in case of cashew nut shell liquid. And how next another one important product, the value added product that we get from cashew is the cashew fenny. That is we call it as the fenny. So it is like one of fenny is nothing but one of a drink that is being consumed by many parts of the world. How it is prepared is, first we take the cashew apple, we pluck and remove the nuts separately. Then we wash and weigh according to the amount of the fenny that is required. Then we put it in a fruit mill, that is only by the using the part of the apple, that is a cashew apple part, we prepare the fenny drink. Okay, so we are putting the cashew apple in the fruit mill, then we are extracting the juice alone from the cashew apple. Then sulfitation process is done in order, like sulfitation in sense is it's like adding of the some compounds for the enrichment of the nutrients. So then inoculation is being done, then fermentation is done in order to multiply the good bacteria, because it is fenny is nothing but a fermented type of drink. Okay, so sometimes in some cases some external fermenters are also added, and the fermentation process is being done. Then adjusting distillation is done. Distillation is done in mainly to get the particular extract of the fenny. Then we are adjusting the juice to 60%, and we are keeping in wooden vats for few days, in order, if possible, like fermentation is not properly done means like aging will be done in wooden vats. Then we are diluting it to 43% and bottling in a bottle. Then last product is the cashew kernels. So like cashew kernels, these are mainly like 60% of the kernels are being consumed as a snack, while remaining 40% is only used in the confectionery processing. So this will compete in the same market as the other edible nuts, including almond, hazels, walnuts, pecans, macadamias, pistachios and the peanuts. So this also have a equal competitor for the other edible nuts. And there has recently been a considerable rise in the demand for edible nuts by the consumers. Those are interested in quality and the health aspect. So we all know, like nowadays people are consuming more of these edible nuts, like people are getting more awareness, like not finding time due to the busy schedule of life. So they are adopting consumption of the edible nuts, because it is like can be processed in a shorter time and prepared in a shorter time, and it can be made in edible form. So they prefer like a breakfast, for the breakfast cereal also. Health food salads and the baked good markets are also expanding based on these cashew nuts. So thank you. This is something about the products and the value addition that is being given to the cashew nuts. Thank you.